A new poll in the New York City mayor's race shows Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams holding a strong lead. Of the 876 likely Democratic voters who were surveyed, 24% said that Adams is their first choice. Former Sanitation Commissioner Kathryn Garcia trailing with 17%. Maya Wiley is in third place with 15%. Andrew Yang coming in fourth with 13%. Well, as Eric Adams continues to stay ahead of the pack, poll watchers say it comes down really to one issue, his platform on public safety. Eric Adams joining us tonight. Eric, good to have you with us.
Thank you. Good to see you. I'm used to seeing you in the morning. Now I see you doing an amazing job at night.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's talk about the poll and also your office now saying that an incident this morning highlighting the need for gun reform. Police saying that a gun was actually kind of thrown out of a city bus and it landed near your campaign office. But I have to say, even the toughest New Yorkers are scared when it comes to their personal safety right now.
Well said. It doesn't matter if I'm on Park Avenue in Manhattan in an expensive zip code or if I'm on Park Place in Brooklyn. It's the same thing all over the city. No matter where I go, people are stating, Eric, we want to feel safe again on our trains. We want to feel safe again in our parks. We want to feel safe in our city. And they know from my history that I could bring about that safety without having a heavy-handed policing, but building a real new partnership with trust in our police department in our city.
I guess when I see what's happening over the weekend, the amount of crime we're having, then you look at Washington Square Park, is that really a reflection, though, of what's going on in the city?
It really is. And I don't know if you saw the video that's going viral right now where a person was in Times Square masturbating in Times Square in front of all the tourists, in front of everyone walking by. That is what I have been talking about, that when you see people openly injecting themselves with drugs in our parks where our children go, this is not the city that we want our families to grow. We grow in. We want a city where we can grow up and raise healthy children and families, and it's about doing it, and we can do it without being heavy-handed. I really want to emphasize that the prerequisite to prosperity is public safety and justice, and we can have both.
Look at your poll numbers right now. Former Sanitation Commissioner Kathryn Garcia jumping into second place. It seems as if a lot of your focus now is taking aim at her, criticizing her for her management skills or lack of heading up the sanitation system.
Well, because you can't state that you were a great manager, but when you look at the agencies that you manage, we were dealing with real issues. The income inequality that we saw among people of color and women just was really phenomenal, and we cannot allow that to spread throughout our entire agencies. And so when Ms. Garcia states that she was not aware of what was happening, if you're not aware of what's happening in one agency, how are you going to make sure that you're fair in all of your agencies? And so we need to be clear as we engage in this conversation. And the employees called me. I want to be clear on that. They stated that they want their message out of how they were treated in the Department of Sanitation. And that's a pattern we're seeing in other parts of the agencies that Ms. Garcia was in charge of.
While I have you also, this weekend video resurfaced of you saying in some circumstances that teachers should lead a remote class with 300 to 400 students, kind of like a college seminar class. Your opponents jumped on you. You said you misspoke. You still feel you misspoke?
Yes, here's what happened. Let's be clear. As a person, as a child that had learning disabilities, I know the importance of small class sizes that I've put forth throughout my entire role as an elected official. I know about engagement. I've led the way on technology. That was an opt-in program for the summer months. It is not, we're not turning our schools into remote learning. We were a total failure with remote learning in our school during COVID. We're not doing that. We're going to have different options for our children and parents so we can continue education, and it's not going to be large class sizes. If we wanted 30 to 40 on those remote viewings in an opt-in program, and we wanted to be clear on that.
All right, because I have heard in some instances where brown and black children do fare better with remote because their own school systems and their own districts are not up to par.
So true, and that's what we have to stop. We have to stop the inequality in this city. If you don't educate, you will incarcerate. Think about this. 65% of black and brown children never reach proficiency in this city. 80% of the men and women at Rikers Island don't have a high school diploma or an equivalency diploma. We are putting our children on the pathway to crime, and we need to stop that. And that's what I'm going to do as the mayor. I know we can do a better job by returning the joy of learning in our schools and giving our educators the tools they need to educate our children.
All right, Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, mayoral candidate, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.